Hi everyone, doing a quick review today of a couple knives I just got in the mail. I'm actually going to do the reviews separately, so the two knives are the 1555 Ti, the Kershaw Cryo, and the 1730 SS, the Kershaw Zing stainless steel. I'll go ahead and start with the Cryo. And this is actually the second cryo I've purchased. I purchased another one as a gift for one of my friends. I did a video on that as well before I gave it to her. And I absolutely loved the knife when I did that video. My only complaint was the fact that it's a little smaller than a knife I would want to carry. And I read online too that there is going to be a second version of the cryo coming out that's, I think it was a 3¼ inch blade, which would be perfect for me as an everyday carry. So I really look forward to that. And I just, before I actually read that online, I went ahead and ordered one for myself because I thought the knife was just that cool looking, that awesome, and just wanted to have one. So here it is. It came in the mail today. I'm actually, I never thought I'd use the words Kershaw and disappointed in the same sentence, but this knife, I'm actually disappointed in the particular one I received. So, here it is. Got it in the box. Box is in good shape. Came with the literature. Came in the Kershaw package. QC, I'm assuming quality control 0103, and I'm guessing that's either the person or department that did the quality control before these were sent out, but this one I received was rather disappointing. First, I'm guessing, well, if I flick it, it opens, but aside from that, it's I'm not sure if it's just tightened down too much over here, which is what I initially thought, and I guess I can get out my Torx bits and go ahead and try and loosen these up on both sides and adjust it, but the fact that something coming straight out of the box is needing adjustment is rather disappointing. And, if this was my first Kershaw, that would definitely turn me off for the brand. It's not. I'm actually an incredible fan of Kershaw. Almost all of my knives right now that I've bought in the past couple years have been Kershaw. My everyday carry, which I've said quite a few times, is a Kershaw Speed Bump. I absolutely love that knife. But this one, well, I was looking at it a little bit before I did this video, and I noticed the top screw here, it's not really aligned right. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like the knife is a little bit warped or something. So, the first thing I thought was I got sent one of the, I don't know if they call them factory seconds, the ones that have the 4 X's on the blade, but I'm looking at the blade and I don't see any marking that this is a factory second, so I'm assuming it's a factory first. Another thing I notice is, the other cryo I got from my friend, before I gave it to her, I did a quick video in my car, and that knife couldn't have been smoother. Just being able to handle it with one hand was incredible. Being able to open and close it. And see, right now it's not even engaging the liner lock here. The frame lock, I'm sorry. It's like I have to give it a flip in order to make it engage the lock, and taking off that lock, it's like, wow, that's a lot tighter than a frame lock should be. So, this is, it's not like I'm squeezing the frame or anything on this. My fingers are well clear of it. Even there, I'm not engaging the lock. It's, if I flick it, I get it, which is not how the Speed Safe is supposed to be. I'm also a big fan of the Kershaw Speed Safe mechanism. I love assisted knives, and this is not how these things are supposed to go. If I really flick it, I can get it to open right there, but I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to just, just do it down and see. Even then I didn't get it to where it's locking. If I flick it down pretty good, I can get it out. And even this is not fitting how it should. The knife should not be that hard to close. So I'm thinking, I don't know if it's just a matter of loosening this, but I'm kind of thinking it's not, only because this, I don't know if you can see it here. I'll see if I can focus. It's actually, you can see there's more space on this side than on this side of the screw, so it's really, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like it got drilled crooked, or the two sides are not perfectly lined up so that can go through straight. Another thing I noticed about this one that was different from the other one I received, see if we can get this here, the finish in the jimping, I mean, it's just not smooth in here. It's inside the jimping, it's just, it looks sloppy. I mean, look at that. I can even see it on the camera here. It's sloppy in there. Even the jimping on the front, it's not as bad, but it's really, I mean, it's not how I would expect a Kershaw to come. At least not straight out of the box, and at least not a factory first. If this was a factory second I got discounted, I wouldn't be complaining. I mean, I understand these are overseas knives, but I mean, I've had great luck, or great, I mean, those are some great knives I've got, the overseas models. I have a Clash, I have a Brawler, and both of those are great. So, I suppose I'm either gonna, see, if I thought genuinely that it was just a matter of loosening this screw, I would go ahead and just do it. Or, you know, a matter of loosening maybe all of them and seeing if I can kind of seat it better. Maybe just let it seat itself a little straighter. But the fact that this is looking not aligned right now, it kind of makes me think that it's not, maybe just the quality control when one of these sides was made wasn't perfectly within spec, which is making it show off over here on this side just a little bit, which is just making the issue with the blade opening as it should. See, right now, I mean, that lock is not engaging at all. Do it this way. And again, too, I'm keeping my finger clear of the locking mechanism, and it's obviously not. Try really flicking it here. There. If you really flick it there, I can get it out, but aside from that, that's not. Oh, geez, that frame lock is not something. I don't know. That frame lock should not be that tight. And there we got it open good. Yeah, that's just, well, I guess I don't know what much more to say about this. Well, I guess when I'll get the torque bits out and give it a try and do some adjusting and see where I get with that. Maybe tonight, or maybe a few days or something when I have some time to play with it. I really didn't want to be, for the most part, I do not like taking the knives apart. Unless I'm doing something on another one, I did a polish on the blade, which, you know, you have to take it off so you don't scuff up the handle. That one is a plastic handle that I had painted. But aside from that, if the knife lines up good from the factory and I'm not having problems with it, I prefer not taking it apart. I don't want to have myself not line it up properly, or loosen something or tighten something where, you know, it's not going to hold in as good, or I have to put Loctite in the particular ones to get them to stay down like they should, or some of them have the plastic back spacers that you're screwing into, and just the less time that the screw goes in and out of those, the better. So I mean, overall, I would rather not take it apart more than I have to. Well, that time opened pretty good. Let's see if I'm keeping my fingers down here. Trying to, wondering if I just do this a few dozen times, if it'll kind of loosen up, but it doesn't look like it is. Well, okay, well that's the Kershaw Cryo. I mean, aside from that beautiful knife, and I'm really thinking this is just a fluke, because the other one I received was just great. The action was powerful. I mean, strong speed safe assist, smooth opening and closing, and I don't remember seeing the problems with the finish like this. I mean, I noticed this pretty much right off, so I'm pretty sure I would have noticed it on that one, because it's pretty noticeable here. Just, yeah, I mean, inside those jimping, it's like it didn't, I don't know if it's the coating, or if it's actually the, when they maybe grinded the jimping, but it's really just looks sloppy. These aren't as bad on the front, but these on the back are just sloppy. I mean, again, that's maybe one of the prices we pay for getting the overseas models, where the quality control standards may not be the same as other factories. So, no, this QC0103 let me down here. Well, that's the Kershaw Cryo.